Kia ora.
G'day.
Welcome to Cup of Tea and Yarn
In Tauranga.
in Tauranga. Yes.
We're often in Auckland when we're together, so
right.
we're at Jill's place today, which is really nice.
I don't think you've seen the both of us on this couch before.
No, this is a new thing. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm Kylie. I'm Crafty Mama on Instagram and Ravelry.
And I'm Jill. I'm Tea and Yarn on Instagram and Ravelry. And you're in Tauranga. Why?
I'm on holidays.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you're doing something.
Yeah. No, down here for a Mudgecraft retreat, which is spinning. Mudgecraft is a spinning wheel brand, so going to be learning spinning techniques all weekend.
That's so cool.
Some of the classes include making bats. So it's pretty funny actually packing the car, because I've got like these massive bags full of just like random fibre to make bats with. We're going to learn how to spin linen from flax.
Oh, wow.
I'm very excited about that, but also a little bit frightened. It's going to be hard, I think. What else? There's a class with Pat Old, a very technical class on spinning to the crimp. You would hate that class.
Why?
Yeah.
Because it's technical.
Because it's technical, and it's like, if you have this crimp, you do this. Yeah.
That's not me.
So I would probably really love that class. I can't remember what the last one is, but yeah, we're gonna have some fun.
Yeah, cool. And you're in Papamoa by the beach, which is
Yes,
lovely.
yes.
Good spot.
Yeah, unfortunately it's raining.
Raining.
But that's okay. Yeah. So we came down last night. We being Sue and I, who's our guest audience today. She didn't want to be on. She didn't want to be on camera, but she's happy to do tasks off camera. She's offered to swap socks off sock blockers. Very funny. So yeah, we came down a night early so that we could podcast, which is really nice. Yeah.
It's your first class is at lunchtime or something, isn't it?
1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. And last time, it wasn't last year, it was 2 years ago. Last time Sue and I arrived, I think we got there about 1:30, maybe even 2 o'clock, because it was like, oh yeah, it starts at 1-ish. Like, we didn't really know. And there was a class at 2. So it's like welcome from 1, class at 2, and it was a massive rush. So we decided that was quite tricky last time. We didn't want that to happen. So yeah, so we're all set up.
I'm really envious and pretty jealous.
Yeah. But you could have come.
I was supposed to be in Timaru this weekend working, so I didn't look at booking. Anyway, never mind.
And that's been canned anyway.
Oh no, and it was cancelled just 2 weeks ago.
I wonder, do you want me to ask if you can do like
Pop along for
a class? I'm sure you
if
could.
there's any spaces.
Yeah, I'll ask.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Cheeky.
You'll have to pay for it.
Of course.
Because it's my
yeah.
But yeah.
They do things like they check your wheel out and stuff as
Yes.
Wouldn't mind having my wheel checked out. It squeaks sometimes.
Yeah, no, I'll ask. Yeah.
What are you knitting?
I'm just knitting on my sock head still. It's so pretty though.
It is
honestly,
really pretty.
It's just, this is the knot and tie, and it's the zebra yarn with the bits of black spun in with the white prior to dyeing. So pretty. The flecks of lime green in it are just, look at that, so gorgeous. Yeah, so what did we just measure? 3 inches through the 4 inches of tutu rib.
Yeah.
So this is my round and round knitting, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, you've finished one, haven't you?
Yes.
Started and finished since we last podcast.
Since I was inspired by your round and round, and I thought a different round and round for me rather than socks.
It is nice to switch it up, eh?
And so I finished mine.
Put it on. Is it for you?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, so the sock head is a slouchy fit. It's kind of fun. It's almost like it's a bit Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Sort of like the dwarfs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a dwarf
But you
hat.
can also like turn it up and be a bit more
beanie
fitted.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a pretty fun beanie that suits most people in average hair.
Because it was so good.
Yeah.
I used a Mrs. Peacock yarn.
Self-striping, yeah.
Self-striping. And it was one of her, I think it was a merino single. But I really like it. I do think I might keep it. It might be nice for like walks in the winter because it's kind of light.
It is. It's a really nice beanie. So my husband has 2 already, and he wears them all winter long to soccer. When we go at kids soccer, he basically has one that lives in the car.
I don't really go outside very much, but
no, I try to avoid going into the out.
If I do, and sometimes go for walks, like if you go for a walk on a beach or something, it's kind of a bit breezy around the ears.
Yeah,
because I keep my hair short. Yeah, I do have a couple of hats I quite like, but also get quite hot on my head.
Yeah, this is nice because it's the fingering weight,
and it's like kind of snatchy. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I finished it because it was my round and round knitting, and I was away last week.
Fair enough.
And
that's all you took?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my concentrating on other things knitting.
Very good. Well, I've been quite prolific this fortnight.
I can see you got like
finished
bags of stuff.
I'm just thinking I've finished I think I finished 2 of my 23 and 23.
Wow.
So I'm up to 8 out of 23, which is, I think I worked out it's about 32% of 23. And we're not even 25% of the way through the year. So I'm ahead and I'm really happy. I love numbers. They tell a story, right?
Such a geek.
Would we have not been friends in high school?
I don't think so.
Oh, well.
I think I'd probably nicked off the classes that you were at.
I had friends who weren't in my classes, I think. Couple. Anyway,
Let's show us.
I finished
your 33 and a third percent.
This is a pair of machine knit socks, which doesn't sound like a very big task, but because it's got the 1-1 ribbing and it's got this funky turned hem, which you do by, you cast on and you use some separator thread, and then you do, you take the ribbon needles out of working and knit a few rows of knitting. Then you put the ribbon needles back in, and when it knits the rib needles, it kind of pulls it all in. Yeah, so it's so it's a really nice turned over.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah. So there was that. This is the first pair of socks I've used my ribber for, and yeah. So because I did one, and it's on my 72 cylinder, not my 64.
Oh yeah, they do.
Look at that.
Wow.
I went to a lot of effort to make sure that they match perfectly.
Like the toes and everything.
Look at that. That is like amazing.
Perfect matching.
Perfect matching. They are a wee bit small for me. So they are, I did 55 rounds and I should have done 60. So Jill's going to try them on and see if they fit her because she's got smaller feet. I knew there'd be someone who would take them. But also I knit my second one twice because I'd been away from my machine and I came back to it. And in my head, I was like, there was an empty cylinder. So I was like, oh, okay, I've already changed it over to the 72. But I had not changed it over to the 72. So I knit all the way down to the heel, did all that work, and then realized when I got to the heel, of course, I make sure I've got half, and I'm like, oh, that's not half of 72, that's half of 64.
Right.
So I had to tear it all back and start again, which was fine. It's good practice, but yeah.
Well done on doing it rather than just going, oh.
Well, that's, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So no, I'm really proud of them. And they're so cool. So the yarn is just a Spotlight yarn, a Motivera self-striping from years and years ago.
Not socks.
Yeah. Not just socks.
Not just socks.
Not just socks, yes. So yeah, it's a really cool yarn, and you can see why I bought it. It's like giraffes and zebras. That's what I see. Yeah. See, looks like a giraffe.
Does look like a giraffe.
yeah, pretty cool.
Really cool.
And you finished some socks too.
I do.
Shall I show another finished object while you sort yourself out with the blockers? Another finished object for me is I finished all my dishcloths out of that one.
All of them.
What?
Did you say?
All of them out of that one
yeah.
bowl. I got so many dishcloths out of that one bowl. I got 6.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
pretty colours.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was going to stop at 5. So here comes my nerd. They take about 19 grams
Yeah.
to finish, and I had 17.5 grams left.
Yeah.
So I did something very brave. Because it's just a mitered square. So this is the granny's square thing. What's it called? Here we go. Let's look up the dishcloth recipe, it's called, and it's a free one on Ravelry. This is your classic dishcloth recipe. So because you start at the corner and work your way down, then you just start decreases. I just knit to the middle, weighing. And then, so it's meant to be 46 stitches across in the middle, and I got to 41 and I had 10 grams left, so I decided to start decreasing it.
Yeah.
Ended up with 2 grams left. So that you must use less for the decreases than the increases, which is bizarre.
But that's like when you knit a shawl that's like a kite shape like that, and you use 1/3 and then 2/3.
But 2/3 would be, that's for the decrease section.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's
Anyway.
weird how things just aren't equal when you're knitting.
It is really weird. So I toyed with, for about 5 minutes, I was going to rip it back
do another
to
line.
use the whole lot, do like 2 more rows. And I was like, you're actually insane, Kylie. Just put it away. It's okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so this is all out of the one gradient ball, which I've forgotten what it's called. So I'll look it up on Ravelry and link it in the show notes. But
Pretty colours.
yeah, so this is actually for me. So well, I say me, my husband does the dishes. It's his birthday next week.
It deserves a round of applause.
So aside from this, I was thinking about doing him handmade socks and jocks.
Oh yeah.
I told my dad this, and he was like, are knitted undies comfortable? And I was like, Dad, I'm not knitting undies, I'll make them. I sew him his undies. And he was like, oh. Okay.
Well, I was
Yeah.
with your dad there for a
Oh,
minute.
well, I'm glad I explained it. It's funny how things are so obvious to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yep.
Because especially when you go socks and jocks, because socks, you hand knit your socks.
I hand knit my socks.
So it kind of just went together.
Yeah, socks.
Yeah.
No, I was just going to do handmade socks and jocks,
Yes.
not hand knit jocks.
Well, maybe you should do that as well as his dishcloths.
I think I should. Yeah, yeah. I'll give him this first.
See what he says.
Oh dear. So yes, that's my dishcloths. 6 dishcloths out of one ball is
cool.
pretty
and
economical.
Nice, really nice colours.
And feel them. And it's an unmercerized.
Oh, yeah, nice.
So yeah.
Really nice. So I knitted some dishcloths, but and I don't do the dishes, but the person in the house that does the dishes doesn't like the knitted dishcloths.
Oh, does he not?
No.
Oh, my husband has specifically asked for some more. So he will actually like that as a gift.
So I have like one kind of job in the house, which is cleaning the bathroom.
Oh,
So I use the dishcloths for that.
oh, that's a good idea. They would work really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you could use them as face cloths
Yeah.
too, and
Yeah, I've got a couple of the face cloths.
Yep.
There's my socks.
These are really cool.
These were my scrappy ones. So part of there's a cow at the moment by Everything Shapes Us.
That sounds right.
Yeah. And it's the easy peasy scrappy sock cow. So there were some rules. You had to use at least 6 different yarns. Well, yeah, so I think I've got 7. But
Is
yeah.
this purple sprouting after the bowl?
Yes.
Oh, I love it so
Yeah, there's some
much.
purple sprouting. This one I've had for years. This one, and I love it, and it just keeps popping up every so often. I've got a shawl out of it, and it reminds me of Heather on the moors. I got that from kiwi yarn.
Mm.
This is just some, I don't know, sock yarn stuff. I think that might be a Nana Cindy one.
Oh yeah, it looks very Nana Cindy.
This one was one of my minis from last year's or year before last's Christmas thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I think the green is also a mini from Purple Sprouting as well.
Oh, they're really cool. I really, really like them.
Yeah, same. And I enjoyed making the little balls up. So I'm not sure how she does her balls. I just did a magic ball thing.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Two?
knot everything together.
Just
Yeah,
did
just did
two?
two. Yeah.
So did you roughly divide things in half so that, no, you didn't. You just wound until you got bored and then changed colour, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. Which is why it looks so fantastic though, because there's actually no order to it.
There's no there's no rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
And I also had 2 different size balls as well. So I ran out of one and had to use some of the other one. But I did make them the same size, I think.
Yeah, they look the same.
Yeah. I did 2 at a time for those.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they would be the same if you
Yeah.
did 2 at a time. Yeah. Top down, toe up.
Toe up with a Flegel heel.
Oh, that's right. I remember this discussion. Yeah.
Which is my new toe up favourite heel, I think.
That's good.
I do quite enjoy the heel flap coming down, but I can't do it going up.
No, the Flegel heel's good.
Yeah.
Toe up.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was mine.
They look really great. Yeah.
I do like them. Might make some more.
Yeah.
I think her cow goes to the end of the month.
Oh, you've got plenty of time. You could knit another pair in that time. I couldn't, but you could.
You could on your machine.
On my machine I could. Maybe.
Oh, how did your machine cope with the knots though, or the changes in colours?
It'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it copes really well with knots. It's a little too well, actually. I had a knot in a heel. Let me see if I can find it. It's the other one. Do you see that little bit there?
Oh yeah.
So a knot with a loop, and so I just ended up crocheting it in across. Yeah, see how
Oh yeah.
I had to crochet it after I finished it, so you can barely see it, but rather than so yeah, what it does is it will sometimes knit like the extra in. Other times I caught it and I pulled it out so that I could do that, which I mean I probably should have just knitted it in. I don't know, doesn't matter.
Do you need these again?
No, I only have
Okay.
one pair of socks.
Okay.
Yeah. No, my other finished object is spinning, so
Oh, me too.
So will we talk spinning then?
If you want.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty. Look at this. That's gorgeous.
so nice, right?
Yeah.
So this is a bat from Twisted Sisters, Annette.
Yep.
So I have no idea what's in it because she doesn't put content. I've spun it as singles and then felted them a little bit. Yeah, pretty great, right?
Yeah.
Now this one I spun in January of 2021.
Oh yeah.
And that was half of it. So sorry, backtracking, it's 2 bats, which they were 2 identical bats.
Yeah.
And I just laid them on top of each other and
Yeah.
treated it as one bat.
Yeah.
So I've spun it as a gradient. So it starts at the pink.
Yeah.
And then goes into the gold. And then clearly I got bored of the gold. No, what happened was it was before I had my jumbo wheel edition
For your
thing.
flyer.
My jumbo flyer. And that's all I could fit on the flyer. And
Then you probably hurt your ankle.
probably that's what happens with my spinning. So this is on my traditional Ashford, and then I bought the jumbo flyer after doing that, and then put it on there, and I had a bit of trouble using the jumbo flyer. And it all became too hard, so it got chucked in a box. And so so I've picked it up and finished it. So I started with the gold, went over to the maroon, and
cool. So it's got a little glitter in it.
it's got Selena. It's got some bits of cotton through it.
It hangs really well.
I know. So in terms of what I did, I don't know what I did with this because it was 2 years ago, but I'm thinking I treated it fairly similar because they're pretty similar. I dunked it in some hot water, 80 degrees, because I have a
Did you
jug.
measure
I have a jug that heats to a certain temperature.
Right.
I put it in the 80 degrees, then I put it in the cold water.
Yeah.
Oh, so I put it in 80 degrees, gave it a bit of a swish around, just
Yeah.
a very small swish, not even 10, maybe 15 seconds of a swish.
Mm-hmm.
Then I took it out, put it in the cold water. Then I took it out of the cold water, got rid of most of the cold water, put it back in the hot water, got a new thing of cold water.
Did you reheat the hot water?
No, I did not reheat it because I was conscious that I wanted cooler warm water.
Yeah.
And then I got fresh cold water, so that
Yeah.
I made sure I was going back to cold water, put it in the cold water, and then I thwacked it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I did 8 rotations. So the good thing about doing when you put it on the niddy noddy,
Mm-hmm.
if you make sure your ties are at an even point, you can hold it.
Oh, yeah, when you
And I
thwack
do
it.
5 thwacks, then I turn a quarter,
Mm-hmm.
5 thwacks. So it's been thwacked in 8 sections, nice
Cool.
and even.
I
Yeah.
really like it.
Yeah, it's
beautiful.
gorgeous,
What are
eh?
plans for that?
I think this will become a chunky shawl.
Yeah.
It will
I
start
really
pink.
like the thick and thin.
Yeah. Oh, it was spun on the fold.
Right.
And so it's a true woolen spun. And yeah, it's a bit thick and thin because I did do it from the fold. It can be quite tricky to control it, and I didn't want to control it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I wanted it to be quite random.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm thinking what will happen with this is I'm going to put it in
Crochet
and just enjoy it on the shelf until December.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to find a nice chunky shawl for the gift along
Ah, yes.
and knit a chunky shawl in the gift along.
Nice.
See, I'm already planning for gift along. Too much planning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
But
this-
yeah, I'm so happy with it. It's delicious.
Actually, one of the colours goes well with mine.
Oh, it does too. Oh, look at that. You're not having it. I'm mean, aren't I?
That's right, I got some socks, I'm fine. I haven't washed mine yet. So it's still a bit crimpy.
What's fibre? What's the fibre?
This is Anna Grattan.
Oh, yep.
And it's,
Corridale?
yes,
Yep.
Corridale.
Do you
It's
remember the
her
colourway? Is it one of her new tweed yarns?
passion fruit.
No.
No,
Okay.
but I want the tweed.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's going to be one of my Woolfest purchases.
Really? I was thinking I might buy some this week.
I was thinking about it, but I'm
In fact, I went shopping last night and the night before, but I haven't yet.
right.
Unfortunately.
I've already decided what colours I want. So
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, so this is passion fruit.
It's really pretty.
It's got like bits of blue and
It's like the outside of a passion fruit,
yeah.
which is really interesting because a lot of people, when they think of passion fruit, think of the inside, eh? Well, you include that gold.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't eat passion fruit.
Oh, do you not?
No.
Oh, it's delicious. Is it the texture?
Perfume.
Oh.
It's like Frijoas.
I was going to say, how do you feel about
Yeah,
Fijoas? For those outside of New Zealand, we have this fruit called a Fijoa, and it tastes like,
Perfume.
it is quite floral in flavour. I really like the flavour, but I cannot stand the texture. It's like eating sand.
There's a bit of grit in it, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Yeah. So if you don't like passion fruit, you would definitely not like Fijoa.
But I like the colour.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yeah. So this one I've had on my spinning wheel for a long time.
Ooh, is that one of your whips?
Yeah.
Woohoo!
I had done half of it and put it away, and I think I did half of it sort of about September last year.
Yep.
Yeah, and then yeah,
Oh, it looks really
finished the
good.
rest off. And then I was thinking, I need to have some spinning to talk
Oh,
about this
no,
week.
you don't.
Well, I wanted to.
Yeah,
So
well, that's
it was a
different.
good excuse to sit and play it all last night and the night before.
Cool.
Yeah.
I have to say, I do like that about podcasting. I do feel, I mean, it's not like we have to do stuff to show people, but otherwise we don't have anything to talk about.
That's
So,
right.
but it's a good sort of incentive.
So I got 470 metres so
Ooh.
far.
Is it a sport DK?
Probably about Sport DK, that's my
Yeah.
usual kind of thing. And I'm finding I've got quite a few of these colours at the moment, so I might make myself a jersey.
Mm.
Yeah.
You could do like a fade.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. And I've got maybe about 3. I've got about 1,200 meters at the moment
Wow,
of about a sport weight.
that's heaps.
Yeah, that's more than enough for a jersey. Eh?
You could even do the new Andrea Mowry jersey. Oh, it's
Oh, is
actually a cardigan.
Oh, I could make it a jersey.
You could make it a jersey. It's just steeked, so all you'd have to do is not
not
do the
steek
steek
it.
section.
Mm.
Literally just eliminate that from your knit,
Okay.
because with the steek you have to cut it and then it gets folded over. So
Right.
just
do-
eliminate that section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have a look.
Someone in our knit group is knitting that at the moment and it is stunning. And
Is that-
she's using Spin Cycle. It's amazing.
Is it colour work?
Yes. It's a little bit of colour work. It's slip stitches and colour work. It's, what's it called? It's the one you've made.
The shifty.
The shifty, but
Oh,
it's the shifty cardigan.
Oh.
Yeah. You could just make a shifty.
I could
Yeah.
I could make a shifty. I've
Yeah.
only ever made short sleeve ones because I get bored.
Oh, do a long sleeve
I could
shifty.
do yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It'd be a good weight too. That DK. Sorry,
From
sport
to
DK. Yeah.
And I think that what I find with hand spun, it usually feels lighter, but it's quite warm. Well, mine is anyway.
Is that? Do you spin worsted or woolen?
I put it on
When
the
you
spinning
spin,
wheel.
do
I-
you
I-
press down?
I go like this, and it just
Yeah.
and it
So you
just
spin
goes
worsted.
like that.
So that's why. That's the difference. Worsted woolen traps the air, so it's a warmer fibre to work with. So whatever you end up knitting with will be warm. Worsted, you're actually pressing the air out of it as you spin.
Oh, yeah, I just let it go.
Yeah, and
It does
that's
it-
why it's a
It does what
cooler
I want.
yarn.
Sometimes I just do like this.
And that's fine. So it's a bit of it's a worsted woolen. It's because there's like semi-worsted and semi-woolen as well.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
so it sounds to me like you do a semi-worsted.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
It doesn't often puff up.
It's worsted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I wash it. Which works because it's not cold.
No.
So, yeah.
I was just wearing my boxy machine knit one this morning, and Sue's tried it on because she's got a machine as well. She's like, I'll try it on, and if it fits, I'll just steal your recipe, because I'd told her how I'd measured and worked it all out, and so she's going to do that. But yeah, it's good because it's a 4-ply. It's a 4-ply jumper.
Yeah.
It's perfect. So the other thing I've picked up. So the DRK knit along runs from, it's the DRK March to May. Yeah, it rhymes. That's why she does it, March to May. DRK March to May. I won't tell my kids that because they'll talk it back at me. Anyway, so she has a knit along, Dre Renee Knits, that runs for those 3 months, and there's 2 categories, shawls and sweaters, and whips count.
Oh, and you've got yours so faded.
And I have
No?
a shawl
Is that the faded one?
that's, that's a whip, and a cardigan. That's a whip. My so faded cardigan.
Right.
Both faded. Are you noticing a thing? So I have pulled that out.
Cool. That's pretty.
And you'll be so impressed with how much I've done. So I pulled it out and started here. I've done all of that.
Wow.
That's why I haven't finished my beanie. But anyway, this is the original Hedgehog Fibres colourways.
Cool.
Yeah. And
So you must be starting to decrease shortly.
yes, I am. Yeah. So it's hard to show because there's quite a lot of stitches. But I'm into that's 1 is that fool's gold. 2, don't know what colour the way that is. Then 3, also don't know what colourway that is. Hang on, it goes in the lacy section. So that's So 1, 2, 3, and number 4, which is I'm about to fade into number 5. So look, I can tell you what colourway this is because Monarch, as in a monarch butterfly. And then it gets
look like
really
one.
fun.
So I don't think that's the right colours for a monarch. Is it? Gold?
Monarch, it's orangey. It's got a bit of gold in it. And the black, like the black outline. Yeah. This is my
That's pretty.
favourite. This is Rose Hip. So I'm about to fade from this to this.
Yeah, nice.
And then Sari.
Yeah, I like that.
And then Poison.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's my favourite.
These two are my favourites. Sari's pretty great.
I think I've had sari before.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think you have, yeah. So yeah. So I'm getting there. I'm just knitting on this now. So knit, knit, knit. Oh yeah, that's from somewhere. This is a pea waka waka, which is a fantail. Here's all my badges. Look, here you go. Crafts and wine, very important. That's a Jubbly Oomph badge, which she's an Aussie. This is kind of my Aussie bag because I got this bag at Bendigo Sheep and Wool Festival last time I was there, and then I got this when I was traveling, and then this says hand knit, and I've positioned it so that the alpaca in the label is wearing a jumper. I did that last night. I don't know how long it'll stay there because it's only on one prong. Anyway, that just sums me up right there. Yeah, so that's been really fun actually. I've been really
So you've got till May to
enjoying
finish
it.
that.
Yeah, and I'll have that finished
What have you degreasing
April,
already?
I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be finished. Might be finished next podcast. I don't know. We'll see. Watch this space. Yeah. What else are you working on?
I've got a pair of socks. I'm done doing the Dalakirium.
Ooh, I love that colourway. So pretty.
It's rainy day yarn.
Is that cauliflowers?
Striped pajamas.
Oh, it's so similar to cauliflowers.
Yeah.
It's got purple. Cauliflowers doesn't have purple.
So Dalakirium is a free pattern on Ravelry,
And it looks like a Dalek.
looks like a Dalek because it's got the slip stitches.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a dropped and then slipped.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I've got to do. So I'm doing those two at a time.
That's really cool.
I even followed the way the pattern says to do the toe. So I did a star toe, which I'd never done before.
Oh yeah, I haven't done that one either.
Like I usually just do my toe.
Yeah.
But this is a star toe.
Which is appropriate for a Doctor Who sock, I feel.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's my new round and round kind of.
That's cool.
I do like the it's very cool.
It's a bit less structured than cauliflowers. Cauliflowers had the kind of swirl of the black.
Yeah, this is very
Whereas
random.
It's a true variegated, I
Yeah.
feel. Yeah. No, that's cool. Rainy Day Knits is in the Waikato somewhere.
Is she?
Yeah, and she was the first New Zealander I ever bought from when I moved to New Zealand off Etsy. Yeah.
Well, it says on Etsy. It doesn't say where she is at. Oh,
Woodville.
Woodville.
Is that in the Waikato?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, yeah. Getting a nod from Sue. Yeah. So she's always at
Everything.
does she go to Woolfest?
Oh,
I'm not sure if she goes to
She goes
Woolfest,
to
but she does
Fibertron.
Fibertron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my new after I finish my hat, my new roundy one.
Cool. And I can see you've started a sweater. Let's see your sweater.
Started a sweater. I'm making Daybreak. Spring. It's not even called Daybreak. Don't know what I'm
Daybreak
making.
is a Stephen West shawl.
Oh, okay. So it's not that. It's called Day Spring.
That's from the Pom Pom magazine.
Yeah. Let me just find
I
the
love
right
this
picture.
particular magazine.
There we go. So it's a side to side one. Some more pictures here. Start with the sleeve, and then you go across and you kind of increase and do wedges, so lots of short rows. So it comes in at the waist, which is different from my last side to side one, which was just across. So,
It's very 80s actually.
Yeah,
It's
it's
that
kind of
bat wing.
ends up with a bat wing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got I wanted
Very earthy colours.
Here's me again. I wanted to finish to the middle before you came, but it's didn't happen because I wanted to spin as well. So
Can't do all the things.
can't do all the things. I've
You
got
can try, but you don't sleep.
one more wedge before I do the middle section.
Mhm.
So
It's quite like short.
I did the short version.
Oh, okay. Right.
So to me, it's going to come just below my waist.
Right, okay.
Yeah, hopefully. Yesterday, I pinned it together with, what do you call these things? What do you call those things? Stitch markers.
Yeah.
I pinned it together
yeah,
with
okay.
stitch markers
The
around
the globy,
Yeah.
globe stitch markers.
yesterday and tried it on
Mhm.
to see how it was going.
Yeah. And is it
And
fitting?
yep, so from here, I'm about here. So I thought, well, if I do one more, it'll be more bat wingy.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm doing an extra one. Also, obviously.
So you were on track, but you added another stripe.
Well, it's supposed to be sport weight yarn
And it's fingering.
and it's fingering.
Now, I'm just observing
Mhm.
that they look very much like the Doctor Who colourways.
And actually, yeah, not too. Yeah, oh, I could have used it for my Doctor Who
You
scarf.
could have.
Never mind.
I was actually wondering if you'd ripped out your Doctor Who scarf.
No, so.
Oh no, because that's DK, isn't it?
That's DK.
Yeah.
No, I've only done that much on my Doctor Who scarf.
Sorry to mention
Oh,
the wall.
Oh. Now,
But they'll look really cool together.
now I'm kind of thinking I should have done that, but never mind.
Doctor
It's
Who
a jersey.
colours. Yeah, no.
Yes. The yarn is from Tasmania, so a friend of the family sent it over.
From Lulu,
Yes.
Lou and
Lou and
Louie.
Lolo.
Lou and
Lolo and Louie.
Louie
and Lolo.
and Lola.
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 Yes.
Lola and Lou.
Yeah,
Lou
that-
and Lola. Everyone will know who we mean, and I'll put it proper in the show notes.
all of those iterations, I'm sure that we'll
One of them's got to be right.
get them if you Google.
Yeah, you'll find them.
Yeah.
They're in Tasmania, and they do amazing yarn. And is it a BFL?
No, it's a merino.
Okay, it looks like BFL. Just the way it's spun, it's a really.
It's quite soft.
Mm.
So this particular set, I got a set of 650 grams. It's called Spice Market.
Mm.
So that's what.
That suits
Yeah.
the name. Yeah.
I also have a grey up my sleeve just in case I need an extra bit, which is not one of theirs.
Oh, okay.
The
That might be good for the bottom band if you run out.
well, that's bottom band already.
Oh, it's knit on.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, that's a very clever pattern.
Mm.
I thought you were going to have to pick up.
No, picking up.
How good is that?
Once I'm done, so I just sew this bit together and round there, and I'm done.
Wow, that'd be
Yeah.
good.
I have noticed that on some people they've gone down the bit down the sleeve and done like a crochet kind of something.
Yeah, I thought it looked like it had something on it.
It just
Oh,
has
it does. It has.
a pearl stitch
Oh, weird.
or every other row pearl.
That's what I've got on the spine of my So Faded.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it does look short, but then it is a shorty.
That'd be lovely.
And for me, it will fit.
Mm.
Of course, even just there, without kind of stretching it off the needles, which
It's always so hard when you're knitting it to know that it's gonna fit. It always looks smaller on the needles.
I have measured it
Yeah.
compared to my other
Perfect.
jerseys that I like the size of, because I wear high-waisted things
You
or
do. Yeah.
skirts or dresses that sort of are here.
Yep.
So it will fit good. Anyway,
Very good.
because the friends from Tasmania are coming over at Easter,
Oh, you'll be able to show them.
I want to be able to finish it and wear it.
That's such a lovely idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was another full skein with the set that she sent me, but it's a kind of a off-white colour, and I just didn't want to do that because it was a bit too much of a contrast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't fit well.
You can see my pickup stitches aren't very good.
Oh, that's okay.
My short rows.
When it's on, by the time you
Give it a
block
wash.
things,
Yeah.
when you block things, I think it's because it's just a really thin yarn. I think that's why it's showing up, and because it's a true worsted. Ah dear.
when I've looked at things, patterns, and it says worsted weight yarn, I automatically just think it's just a bit fatter than a DK. But that's not right. It's just how it's spun.
It's how it's spun, and it's how it will bloom afterwards. The woolen spun kind of gets fluffier over time, whereas the worsted is really good for stitch definition, which is why you can see your increases.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
So if you're doing cables, you want a worsted, because the woolen will just make it. You know how sometimes you see cabling and you think, why did you bother? You can't see it. It's because they've used a woolen yarn.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. I am paying attention in my spinning.
I need to come to more classes that are technical.
It's
Or
because
just do what I like.
yeah, and it's only because I have an interest in the technical side of things that I know these things. So the other thing,
I'm going to have that finished by
you'll
the
have
time
that done,
we are
definitely.
next time we meet.
Yeah, you will.
Yes.
So the other thing I've been working on, I brought it this time, is my big Hobbit yarn. Hobbit.
Blanket.
Do you know what? We'll have to take a photo and put it at the end of the podcast. So we'll try and do that. And by we, I mean Jill will do all that for us, won't you?
I will.
So.
And there I was thinking, I just go. And
This will be super easy because I'm home. See, because it's so big. It's huge.
It's very cool.
It's up to, I just wound on my last quarter. So I've done, this is 9 months worth of, this is the Hobbit.
It's got 2 more squares to go and you're done.
No, 3 more months worth.
Oh.
Trust me, it works.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done them.
Oh, I totally believe you.
But
I wouldn't dare not.
So it's 8 across and it'll be 9 down.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why it's stopped at a weird point.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. Yeah.
So it's going to be like queen size, bed size.
I don't know. It's just
Because it's almost single bed size. Almost.
Yeah. It's going to be a throw rug for us to use on the couch. So it's not going to be on a bed.
So it will be for all of you.
Yeah. Basically. Yeah. Which
all sit on the couch.
my son has grown another inch this week. So like it feels like that. Even my daughter was just yesterday. We were all in the kitchen and Scarlett was like, I had just said to him half an hour earlier, have you grown another inch? And Scarlett was like, are you taller again? So yes, I need big blankets for big people.
Colours are really cool.
They're beautiful. Yeah. So really, really happy. And I'm not even going to bother trying to fold that now.
Okay.
But yes, so I'm up to the Return of the King. Yeah, so I've done the Hobbit. That's got the Hobbit, Fellowship of the Ring, the 2 Towers, all done. And I'm up to Return of the King.
Brilliant.
So yeah. So that's all I've been doing, which isn't as much as normal in terms of number of things because I've been really focused.
I've been on my jersey is my thing. But, yeah. I finished a couple of things and it's not a nice feeling, isn't it?
It does feel good. Yeah. I felt so good finishing that spinning. I sat outside. It was Wednesday afternoon, Tuesday afternoon. I don't know what day it is. It's the problem with shift work. And it was a gorgeous sunny day, and I took my wheel outside and set up in the sun, and I just sat and spun all afternoon. It was great. Yeah.
I enjoyed mine. I started another lot.
I have brought this weekend a new thing of spinning, but I don't know whether I'll actually want to spin outside of class time.
I think you're going to have a lot of stuff you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I've got plenty of knitting and crochet to do. So I've been rather naughty in the purchasing department this fortnight.
That's fine.
I've been rescuing yarn.
So hang on a minute. When you're on you got your spreadsheet.
Yep. I'm at +1.
Okay. So you've bought one more than you've used. Well, that's all right.
I think I'm not doing all right.
Yeah.
So I've been rescuing yarn this week.
What does that mean?
So
Other people didn't want it.
Holland Road Company has a rehomed section. So I'll start with them. Oh, this is all purchases now. No, there's something else in there. Sue's a bit horrified because she carried this in. There are 4 books in here. Okay, there's 4 books in here. All right, so I
Yes.
got some lace weight Vulmais.
Ooh. Ooh, that's colour.
300 grams. Yeah.
Is it like it's got different colours? There's purpley
It's
blue.
purpley blue. So,
Purple and blue.
yeah, there's purple.
Yeah.
It's, yeah, and on the picture online, it did look more purple. And it does look more
Yeah.
purple but it actually is quite a lot more blue.
But when from behind I'm
Yeah.
seeing more purple. It's kind of strange.
It's going to be interesting to see it knit up.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the main colourway for my, can't remember what it's called, the cardigan. It was on the front of a pom-pom magazine. Everyone went ballistic over it.
Mm.
It's by West Knits, and it's a yoked cardigan / sweater. You can knit it as either, and it's lace weight.
Oh. On little needles. Wow.
And I love it, and I've told myself I didn't love it enough to knit a lace weight. This was probably 2 years ago and I still love it, so I'm like, I am gonna knit it. So I'm slowly collecting lace weight for it, because there's lots of colours in it.
And is it all like lace weight one at a time, or do you double it? So
I
it's
don't
like-
know, I haven't read that far into it, I've just looked at how much I need. But what I would like to do at Woolfest this year is I'll look at what lace weight I have before I go to Woolfest, and I might even cut a little snip, because the way that the colour work is done, it's got like 20 colours in it.
Wow.
And they all kind of gradiate together, so I thought that would be actually a really fun thing to get, like 25 to 50 gram skeins, lace weight skeins, and from lots of different dyers.
Yeah, nice.
It'd be really fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's going to be my main thing. So again, I can just cut a little bit off and have it, and yeah, be very planned about what I'm doing, and that will satisfy my wanting to buy stuff at Woolfest thing.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the plan. Who knows what happens between now and then. So I also rescued some
Ooh.
hedgehog from the marketplace for like $30 a skein.
Wow.
Now I've already used this colorway and I love it so much. Hush, this is called. And this is another one. Purple's such an interesting color. It's so hard to get a solid purple, it seems. So it's kind of pinky purple. And these two aren't really my colors, but
Nice pinks in them.
yeah, this is Fool's Gold, which is actually, that's in that one, yeah.
It's in your
That's number 2. Fool's Gold is the second colorway, and I already have a skein of this. So I'm like, I actually quite like mustard. Oh, look, it looks good with my porgs.
It does.
So now I've got 2 Fool's Gold, so I might be able to do like an Elton or something out of that. And this one is called Guppy.
Oh, cool.
So cute. Look at this, got the blue in it. And I might knit socks for Scarlett out of these because she just bought herself a fish tank yesterday and she's getting guppies.
Oh, cool.
But I bought this before that happened.
Yeah.
It's got pink as well. So maybe she needs a sock head.
Yes. I think so.
We'll see. I'll probably
Whilst
just put it
she's
on my
looking
shelf and
after
forget
it.
about it.
Fish.
Right, so the rest I kind of rescued from a shop where it was sitting on a shelf, you know. Right, so okay,
That's not
so close. So they were all rescues.
That's just like normal buying.
Oh, okay, right. I don't know if you've heard, but Nana Cindy has stopped buying.
Yes.
So that was a very sad announcement this week. Did you get any of her lucky dips on Thursday night?
No, because I went to look. So it was Wednesday night, and then I forgot on Thursday night, and I was out.
It was 7 o'clock Thursday night, and we were in the car. So that was kind of
I was
probably
at,
fortuitous.
the Spiegel tent in 80 Square
Mm.
at a show with my sister.
Well, that sounds fun. I want to hear more about that. So when she announced it, she said, there is a lot of my stuff at the Knit Nook, which is a shop in Napier, and I thought, I wonder, because a few months ago I purchased this one, which is Cosmic Politan.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing colour.
It's very cool.
It's purple with pinks and blacks, and she does this amazing dyeing process. I don't know. And I really like the actual yarn. Like it's a really floofy. It's worsted.
It's deep and 4-ply.
No, it's 4-ply. But that's the difference between the worsted and the woolen. You see, this is.
Yep.
That's worsted. That's woolen. Anyway, so I thought, I wonder if she's got any of this left. If she's got some left, I'm gonna buy some. So.
Oh look, there we go.
She actually had 3 left, and I only bought 2.
Right.
So now I've got enough
You've got 3.
for a garment.
Yay.
And so I'm very happy about that. That will be my ode to Nana Cindy garment. All her amazing colours.
What kind of garment are you thinking?
I don't know. Some sort of fingering weight garment. A cardigan or a ranunculus or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's ranunculus.
I think it's too much for a ranunculus actually.
It probably is, yeah.
Yeah,
You
so
need 2.
yep.
Once you're having sleeves on that. Oh, that's pretty.
So then I also rescued this. I bought this also. It's called Lithium. This is another Nana Cindy.
Oh yeah, I had that one.
So cool. Oh, have you? Oh, I wonder if that's that one in your sock that you said you thought it was Nana Cindy.
That one. Yes, maybe it
Oh,
is. Yeah.
I love it. I think these have to become socks. That has to become socks. It's so cute. Yeah.
Because look, it goes like light pink there on the other side. Yes,
So cool.
I made mittens.
Ah,
And
oh,
I
maybe
think
I'll
I've
make
made,
mittens.
I reckon I've made some socks and a pair of mittens.
I could do mittens and ankle socks with a tab on the back. I've actually got a pattern for a pair of socks with the tab on the back on the machine. So that could be an exciting project. And while I was there, Dye Studio 54 had...
This was where you were where?
Oh, well, online.
Okay.
Because wasn't in while I was there shopping. This is called Pinkie Pie, so I could not buy this because Pinkie Pie is my little
So this
pony.
is from Napier.
From the Knit Nook in
Yes.
Napier, yeah. So
that's got sparkles.
it's got sparkles and it's pink and it's got purple splodges, and I got it and I realised that I have this almost this exact same colourway in a lace weight somewhere, and it's also sparkly.
That's to do your ranunculus.
Oh, yes. Oh, that would be amazing. Oh. See, I'm glad I brought it and showed you and mentioned that. And also, how cute is this bag? I got it from Posty. Anyway.
And you've got books.
I've got books. So the Pom Pom magazine's gotten bigger. That's why they're heavy. They're heavier now. Feel how heavy they are.
Oh, yeah, it's got the same one. Yeah.
So I got, I remember telling you I got the subscription. I got 2 on the same day.
Oh wow, cool.
So I wonder if they did that subscription thing because they couldn't sell
Maybe.
this particular.
Oh, I like that.
You like that? There's, I have to say, I found it difficult to be inspired by much in this.
And that one.
In this one, yeah. That's okay, but the neckline to me is too much. I don't like a high neck. That's the one on the front. It's got that high neck.
I like high neck
You like a high
sometimes,
neck?
yeah.
Oh no.
Underneath dungarees and stuff.
There's a really
There's a
interesting
weaving.
article on weaving. For fringes. Ah, look at this bookmark. That's so cool. That might be what I make from this,
Yeah, that is
which
cool.
is fine. It's got I-cord in it,
Yeah.
which I could do on my machine. Even that. So this is a shawl. It's a bit, I don't know, maybe it's the colours they've chosen. They just don't inspire me. That's a bit, I don't really like it. Sorry if you like these patterns, it's just not me. This I wouldn't mind making, this hat.
Have you seen on Instagram there's someone that's made socks that's colour blocked like that?
Like this.
Kind of very colour
Oh,
blocky,
no,
which
I
quite
haven't.
like.
What else? Another pretty ugly cardigan.
I think it might be the colours.
I think it's the colours. They just,
Yeah.
these are like,
They're not shouting
no,
out to you.
they're not shouting. Knit me, Kylie.
Yeah.
These socks are really lovely. I probably will knit them
Mm.
with some leftovers from my scrappy socks
Mhm.
that I'm knitting, because I'm going to have loads of leftovers. That's, a bit meh. That's kind of cute. Again, it's the colours. It is the winter edition, so you know they're winter colours. That's okay.
I think you can have winter colours that are still fun though.
Yeah, I agree. So I think they've done a really poor job. I really hate that.
But other people like those colours.
I'm sure other people will like it, right? This is not my
Yeah.
magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's a really, I just flung past. See, that's kind of interesting. But it's just not me.
Can you think of it in a different colour perhaps?
No, I don't want to. I just went past a recipe that looked delicious. Sun warmth in winter.
Cake.
Looks tasty. Cake. It's a vegetable. Oh. It's a carrot cake. Oh, with ginger syrup.
Yeah. And cream cheese icing.
Ooh. With candied carrot shaving and stem ginger decorations. Maybe I could do that for GBB one week. There you go. It's got a cake recipe. This one I love.
Let's go look at
It's
the colours.
all my colours. I'm very much driven by colours. So this is the most recent one. Where's the jumper I love? This one. This is really cool. And it's lace weight, so I think it'd be really nice for our climate. But again, I would alter the neckline. And I wouldn't do it in mohair. This bag's kind of interesting. Oh, go back to it. It has a pocket. Crochet bag. Oh, that's a better picture on the back. And it's got a pocket in it, so that's interesting. I've done a crochet bag before. Have you done crochet bags? They take forever, eh? And they stretch. Yeah, you have to do really short handles. The socks are really nice. Strata socks.
Yes, I like those.
Only that looks like it's got a third colour in it. Oh no, I think it's just the way the light is hitting it. If it's a third colour, that's a no-go for me. No, it's the way the light is hitting it. This is very cool. What do you think of that? Do you like that? No, it's interesting, eh? Aren't we all different? I might be leaving that magazine with you. Oh, this. Yeah, I love this.
I can see that in like different colours.
Can you?
And it'd be amazing.
I'm not as good at seeing different colours. This, look at it. Oh my god. Just all the colours. I love it so much.
It's very bright.
Yeah. And this cardigan's really pretty too. It's funny how I like pastels. Because there's a lot of pastels in this.
And weight.
Ugh.
Could I use a sport weight then?
You could.
I could,
You would have to do a swatch.
Yeah, I wouldn't. But what I could.
Yeah, you'd have to go down a needle size and up a size.
Because can you imagine that? With- as
Oh,
one
that
of
would
the
be cool,
stripes,
yeah.
And then I've got a gradient that would go in between. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it would look really nice with a
Yes.
gradient. Yeah, we're getting thumbs up from Sue.
I think that
I'm
would
just
be
too judgmental
really
today.
cool. And that kind of high neck underneath dungarees.
You like that? See, it makes me
Yeah,
feel like I'm
cool.
choking. I don't like things around my neck at all. I like shawls around my neck, clearly, but shawl has a freedom where I can pull it off when I feel like I'm choking.
We just roll it down.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll start looking.
Yeah, so there's my two pom-poms that came on the
Yes.
same day. So
Yeah.
I haven't really had time to digest them. That's why I'm so judgmental. I'm blaming that. Oh, look at them. I like the narwhal. Just like on the back cover, it's a ad for Stephen and Penelope and all of his amazing needle gauges.
You got one, a P Waka Waka one?
I do have a Waka Waka one. So the other purchase I made was from Wools and Wells. So I purchased for my rigid heddle loom. I was going to say weaver. For my rigid heddle loom, I purchased.
Which is a weaver.
It is a weaver.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm the weaver.
Okay.
Anyway, I purchased the Very Dent kit so that I could do weaving with different thicknesses of yarn crossways. And I got a double heddle kit so that I can not only do that, but I can have either double thicknesses. Oh, I needed it just as a reference. So I can either do 2 thicknesses. So I can either weave it together so that it's extra
fat.
Yeah, fat, or like extra. If I've got the Very Dent for the fat bits, then I can still have thin bits between them.
Yeah.
Or I can actually do a double thickness.
Yeah.
So because I've only got a 40 centimetre, I can use it to make something up to 80 centimetres.
Yeah.
So I've just got them and chucked them under the bed with the loom. But I also just picked up a couple of books from Ashford on rigid heddle weaving. So this is the old traditional one, the rigid heddle weaving. And this is a newer one, which probably has a lot of that in it, but
it's beyond the basics.
Rigid heddle weaving beyond basics and beyond. So this has got a lot of stuff about, I've looked at this a couple of times in some shows, and because when you order from Wool and Whirls, when you order over a certain amount you get a discount. I was getting a discount, so yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, I've been shopping this fortnight.
Nice.
I don't think I'd ever weave napkins. Never say never, hey? That's really nice. Was it the colour?
Not judgmental today.
No.
Is that all of your
Yeah,
purchases?
that's it. That's enough, surely.
Your big bag is my little bag?
Yeah, this is your tiny little bag.
So this is the quindecenium.
Quindecenium? Yeah.
Yarn kit from Vintage Pills.
What is quindecenium? Is that 15 years?
I don't know. You're the...
Sounds right.
This was
Quinn is 5 and Des is 10, so...
I put these on my Instagram because cute little balls.
They're so cute. Do you need help holding them? No?
They're because they're cute little ones. Like, put them between my fingers.
Oh, quindec means divided by 5.
Ah. And there are 5 balls.
There you go. But also wasn't it in celebration of so many years?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, which might be 5.
It might be.
Quindecillion is equal to 10 to the power of 48 in America, 10 to the power of 90 in France or Germany.
Anyway.
And the 15th billion.
I haven't downloaded the hat
Sorry.
yet, but it's a colourwork hat.
It's a really cool pattern.
And it's a cool pattern.
Yeah.
So yeah, as part of the kit, I got the hat pattern to download, and she sends all these really cute things.
I love how Vintage Pearls sends cute things.
I like this. This is the best one. I like this.
It says, I made such and such.
And
I stole blank millimeter needles from this project. I should also remember
blank. That's cool.
Very helpful.
Yeah. There's a couple of things and a little bookmark.
I like the bookmark. I think it's cute. Where's the leaf? The VP cat family. Oh, the vintage. That's her cats. Oh, that's even better. Yeah. Oh, look at this one. Look at this one with its paws folded over.
She posts on Instagram all the time with
Does
the
she?
cats. Yeah.
Oh, I must follow her. I don't know why I don't. Maybe I do, and it's algorithmic issues. Cute. Very good.
Yep, that's my only purchase.
Well, you've been good.
I know.
I've been rescuing.
Yes.
I should not look on. I've been really good about not looking on the Facebook groups, but it still pops up as a someone has posted on such and such, and I was on a night shift and.
I try to do more Instagramming than Facebooking.
Me too. I find Facebook so frustrating now with its what it does and doesn't show you.
Yeah.
You have to actually search for people and things to actually get good content. And nobody got time for that.
No.
Nope. Yeah. Sounds like we're all talked out.
I think so. So, and we're slowing down.
Yeah, yeah. You've got meetings this afternoon,
I do.
and we've got
And you've got
spinning.
holiday.
I'll find out about the classes for you.
Oh, yeah.
I'll send you the list,
Yeah.
and if you indicate which ones you want,
See if there's any spots.
see if there's spots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Or you could email her yourself.
I know. I was meant to do that, and I didn't. But yeah.
You being so close, you could just go down for the Saturday. It's perfect, really. Not have to stay.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's more organising for them to do that.
Probably.
It's really easier for people to just come and stay and eat the food. And,
Yeah, and then they know exactly how many numbers and
Yeah.
who's turning up. And,
Yeah. We had a bit of a debacle with what number we were in when we got there last night. Anyway,
But you've got your
it'll be
space.
fine. It's fine. I'm fine.
I used to live
Fine.
next door to the place you're at.
Oh, really? Oh, it's such a gorgeous part of the world.
There's a three apartment building next door with the shops underneath.
Oh, yes, on that side. Yep.
And I used to
Oh,
live-
cool.
And the apartment there.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. It was really good views all the way out the Coromandel and all the way down to White Island.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, really nice.
Beautiful.
And Tammy's rumbling. It must be lunchtime.
Just about. Yeah. Well, Matiwa.
Matiwa. And next time I might be in Auckland. Who knows? We'll see.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, one more thing before we go.
Oh,
Just our whip along.
yes.
We haven't talked about that at all. So it was meant to finish at the end of March. Do you think we should extend it because we haven't been talking about it?
Well, it's still got another month to go. It's not March. It's only just the beginning of March now.
No,
isn't
it's
it?
not.
Middle of March.
It's
now.
like the 18th of March.
Okay. If you like
17th. I don't mind.
to. Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. Let's go to April.
Okay, let's go to the end of April.
Since we haven't talked about
We
it.
haven't talked about it. We've
Apart
been
from
really
us
bad.
doing it.
Yeah, we've done it, but we haven't really said. So the whip along is hashtag Kiwi Summer Whip. No. Hashtag. It is Kiwi Summer Whip. Yeah. KAWISUMMERWIP.
Yes.
And to enter, you need to finish something that you started before the beginning of the year and post it on Instagram with that hashtag. That's all you got to do. And we have a beautiful skein from Purple Sprouting. And there might be other prizes. We'll see.
Yeah.
See what strikes us. The more entries you put in, the more likely we are to add more prizes to the pot. How's that?
Yay!
Yay! All right, proper Matiwa now.
Yeah. Okay. Good. That was good. Good admin stuff. Yeah.
Tick.
Cool.
All right, have a great weekend, everyone.
Yeah. See you.